little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That wooty-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wooty-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
Something that I've observed. It feels like there's been a couple of different events, and I feel like I'm sort of watching the audience. I still think they love 4XTRA, but I feel like their relationship with him is starting to shift a little bit. I feel like there's a significant number of comments on that Unk podcast, like a significant portion, that feel like the vibe was mean, bullying, and just like I feel like I'm witnessing a little bit of a heel turn. And I'm not saying that is how I feel, but I'm saying that
What's the deal, y'all? We're sharp tapping in 10 and Trap News Network, back in the same, like cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's that good news you got. Yos! It's that good knowledge, though. You ain't thinking nobody's collegito, big dog. Hit us with a like, with a comment, with a get subscribe for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's collegito. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. Notification bell here, all stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Make sure you tap out, tap in. We finna jump into this content, man. Notification bell here, all. We finna jump into this content. And if you want to be a part of the Trap News Network family, hit me up on Instagram, TRAPNEWSNETWORX, Trap News Network. We finna jump into this, man. 607 Unk has stirred up a lot of problems. I know Jumper. Now they wondering if Faux Extra should be in the building. We finna jump into this content without no further ado. Let's get into it. Let's go.
seeing a lot of people have that opinion. And in addition to that, I saw a lot of feedback about him not wanting to fight Kingpill that was not flattering, where people felt like, how are you going to talk this much about fades, and then when Adam has a fade that's presumably going to pay you well, you're just not into it? And I think a lot of people didn't really care for his reasoning, even though I think a lot of us understand it. If somebody's disrespecting your neighborhood or whatever, then that's one thing.
But he didn't want to do it before the disrespect.
Exactly.
But when do you enter the realm of celebrity? What makes you a celebrity? Because I don't feel like no celebrity. I just feel popular.
Look, I ain't gonna even tell you. Look, it's places I can't go. I'll be wanting to be poo shiestied up. Even before no jumper made it better. Just like off my channel alone, everywhere I go, somebody recognizes me. You feel me? But I don't never play or want to feel like I'm a celebrity because I'm a regular person, bro. I don't even care about celebrities. Like, they regular people to me too. But it's funny you say that because...
But they trying to play this internet celebrity boxing. You niggas ain't celebrities. You niggas ain't celebrities. Y'all kind of popular sometimes on YouTube.
A podcast channel hit me last night and was like, "Hey, Ant, can I ask you a question?" I'm like, "What's up?" So they was like, they spoke on the 4XTRAZ, Kingpill, and the Unk thing, and asked me how I felt about the situation. And I was like for me, like, come on, anybody is being sensitive trying to say that 4XTRAZ was bullying another grown man. 4XTRAZ was just being firm with that dude because he know that dude would get in character.
4XTRAZ is being firm with that dude because you know that dude will get in character and will begin to play in a way that 4XTRAZ don't want to play.
And say something that will get him in a jam. So I'm gonna just be firm with you and like let you know, I'm not playing with you. Like, I know you might be thinking it's a joke because we on camera and we streaming and all this, but I'm not playing with you. You know what I'm saying? But then the flip side of it is people was like, well, why he on, you know what I'm saying, want to fight Kingpill or be on to do this with King?
And that's the thing too. 4XTRAZ made it abundantly clear that he would fight Kingpill. He made it abundantly clear that he would give all 1-2 steps to Kingpill. However, he just didn't want to go ahead and make it a whole big thing. Come catch me in the back. You disrespecting my hood. We ain't got to do it for content. We can do it for the set, and I can whoop on you how I got to whoop on you. So that somehow that's getting lost in translation. That 4XTRAZ was abundantly clear to fight Kingpill, was not tripping, was not having any problems, did not have any hangups, and was ready to bust his 1-2 step like Sierra.
And this and that, and I'm just like, man, you know, that's whatever reason, and you know, that's his reason, and I don't know, like, I can't answer that, but you know, people definitely was asking that question for sure.
He did have a very long, like, explanation.
I'm just saying, he's that's what I say. What makes you a celebrity? Because he think Kingpill is beneath him, and he's not worthy of a fade, even for money, and that's weird. But you want to fight a Zeus star?
But see, here go the thing too, though. What's being lost is where 4XTRAZ never said that he wouldn't fight Kingpill. What he said was he would fight Kingpill. It just don't got to be for no money. Pull up, I give you what you need, and that's that. So, no, I don't think that that's weird. No, not at all. Not at all. I think that he just don't care about the clout. He cared more about doing the damage. I mean, here go the thing. If everybody's such a real gang member, doesn't matter if y'all do it on TV or if y'all do it in the back of the building. Or do it matter that the fade get caught?
The plumber dude. You know what I'm saying?
A snitch.
And a snitch.
And let's call a spade a spade. Aaron the plumber is a way bigger name than Kingpill. Straight up. That is definitely true. Aaron the plumber has a way further reach than Kingpill.
And then he like, how tall is the plumber? 5'8"?
He's 5'8". He's much smaller.
5'8".
Kingpill is more of a good fight, like a fairer fight.
And I got.
So why Kingpill just won't meet him in the back and get his issue like he been saying?
I got references from Kingpill. The homies that have been in jail with Kingpill, he's retarded and he a squabble and he don't mind squabbling. So I'm saying, what make him unworthy of a fade for some money? You just came from the county jail where you do it for free for nothing, and a trip to the hole to eat juke balls.
And I get where 4XTRAZ is coming from because
Munchie B gets where he's coming from too. Munchie B just doesn't want to get where he's coming from because based off the same concept and the same argument is why everybody was on Munchie B so hard for allowing 607. This is why niggas be on Munchie B ass because you so hard on 4XTRAZ. Okay, you shoulda. But when it comes to 607 you have understanding. So I don't get where the understanding goes out the window when it comes to somebody who you just don't particularly care for. That's it. Because if you can understand why you didn't put your hands on 607 you can understand the same concept of why 4XTRAZ said Kingpill could just go to the back. They can do what they got to do off camera, and that's that. Because that's been stated in abundance of times.
He wants to fight somebody that he sees as being on his level, but when you see me, like, I thought that by putting it out there, that this was fight, I was trying to make it happen, that he would just do it because, you know, he's just been trying to get into this whole fight thing for so long, and I think to a lot of people.
And with Munchie B being a blood, if he was on Crenshaw in Manchester doing pull-ups in your hood, being disrespectful, you wouldn't care about nothing on camera. You would want one of your homies to deal with that in the way that they need to deal with that in a way that you deemed appropriate. You wouldn't care about it being on camera. The only reason you care about it now is because it's at the detriment and diminishing of 4XTRAZ. But in the same episode, you talking about how, you know, when it came to 607 it's, you know, this reasoning for understanding and blah, blah, blah. Black and white, look, standing on code, whether we gangbanging, being black or whatever, to me is a very black and white thing. All for one and one for all. If we putting things in a color, which we should choose to see things as human beings, that's when situations like, hey, this, what that, blah, blah, become a factor. But if we going to have these hard stances about what should or shouldn't happen, or what's good and what's not good, as far as black and white standing on code, well, I think that it should be all for one and one for all. You feel me? Now, if we're going to put things in color, then that's when understanding and conversations can be had. But if we black and white standing on code, let's keep that, and not only when it's convenient towards our situation and our benefit.
Him, like, Kingpill just not having enough clout, which I agree. Like, you're bigger than Kingpill, for sure. But, like, a lot of times when you see these celebrity boxing matches, it's not necessarily people that are, like, super evenly matched in terms of fame or whatever.
Isn't Charleston White way more famous than Kodiak Red? Like,
exactly, yeah.
The who? The dude he just fought?
The Island Boys
guy.
The Island Boys, they was popping. I heard about them before, Charleston White.
But Charleston White is, like, way more popular, I think.
His career trajectory.
Both of those people are bigger than Kingpill.
Charles famous snitch in America.
Charleston White does interviews on Say Cheese and gets 1 million views like every time, and they've been doing this for like 5 years, which to me is crazy. Like Kodiak Red, like meanwhile is like a completely washed up non-rapper internet nerd. You know, and I fuck with them. I would like to.
I didn't even know the Island Boys had individual names. I thought they were just the Island Boys.
Cut to the Island Boys again, but like Kodiak Red made out with his own brother for OnlyFans money.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, you know, he literally, literally.
You know?
Zark.
And then he just gave up on that fight halfway through the second round. I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. But, like, in general, all I'm saying is
Definitely a Zarkiana.
that, like, okay. And then even I also see some comments that think that, like, their basic point is that 4XTRAZ is just, like, kind of standing in the way of people.
But then here go the thing, too. 4XTRAZ can't be a buster because he didn't have too many. He just had a situation where MUNCHIE B, homie, last year, and they 1-2 step like Sierra. So MUNCHIE B, you know he'll fight. It was a whole discrepancy with him and one of your homies. So I'm not really sure where that energy and that thought process is coming from because he got down with one of your homies.
Being able to be on the podcast and shit together.
And it don't matter who won or who lost. The fact of the matter is they took a county jail fade. And that right there shows the amount of, willingness 4XTRAZ has to bust his step like Sierra and do his due diligence. So while y'all talking about YouTube fights and all that kind of stuff, it was a whole discrepancy of 4XTRAZ with one of your homies. So, both of those men, 4XTRAZ and MUNCHIE B homie, are both, in my opinion, a lot more valid than somebody like Kingpill. They got recent county jail fades. Kingpill talking about what happened yesterday. These niggas was just doing they Dougie.
And I don't know even if they know that, but the fact that he doesn't want to be part of the cipher because
Ant.
Probably because of Ant. Yeah. Well, I can't think of anybody else that would give a shit about.
Because I ain't hopping on there with him either.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. I don't think that
him or Ralphie. So I got you know what I'm saying. So, but Ant cool, calm, collective. Ant don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like I tried to tell 4XTRAZ like this.
Oh, I forgot. That's right because Ralphie is okay. It would make sense for MUNCHIE B to, but then see here go the same thing too. One could give a situation that Ralphie the plug and MUNCHIE B should be in there clashing, but they not. You know what I'm saying? So where do these politics start and stop is a question that I got because, in my opinion, it makes sense for everybody to do what they do. Keep it in color and not see things in black and white to everybody's benefit and everybody's development into this space to be better men than what they were yesterday and even be better to be better men today than what they were yesterday, be even better tomorrow, but today be at their best. I think that that's the best way to go about it. I don't think that things should be seen in black and white. But when politics start coming in and they start seeing things in black and white, it makes me wonder, where do these politics start and stop at?
This guy Ant, he's super chill. He ain't on no bullshit. He's chilling. And 4XTRAZ made it clear, like, nah, I ain't getting on it. Like he's just like super, like the opposite of a brick baby who was kind of like looking for a reason to sit down with somebody that he's not supposed to get along with because he knew it would be good content. Instead, 4XTRAZ kind of on the other side of the. But I want to make this clear as well too, though. Even though I was open to it, but like motherfuckers know, like even the journey, the path I'm on, I'm not friendly. Like I'm not looking for no friends. I'm not trying to merge nothing that don't want to be merged or don't supposed to be merged. And I actually respect. I'm gonna respect the gangsterism. Like if I don't want to do shit for no content either, and me, if I ever sat down with him and been in the room, I'm not trying to do this shit for no content. That's
I can respect that because there's so many things involved that it needs to be established on a human level and a political structure first before they start doing content.
What is not for me. Like I said, I deal with some of his folks, and I don't deal with them. None of them dudes on no content. They know who I am and what type of person I'm. I don't do shit for content. So, You know, I have talked to Brick
What
Baby.
you got?
Me and Brick Baby, we was chopping it up before he went down, though. But that definitely would have disappointed me if Brick Baby would have just wanted to sit down with me for some motherfucking content.
Like
I'm
also,
not with that. I'm not with that either.
like even if like you guys are both at a place
Like
where
every nigga I've been in the room with that's neighborhoods, like it had been genuine. I ain't sat down with ODM Slim. I ain't been around his cousin Sporty Loc. None of that shit was for no motherfucking content.
But you're saying
all that
that
shit was genuine.
If
like,
you
shit.
sat down, if you met someone, like if you had met Brick, got along with him, chopped it up with him for an hour off camera, and you guys shared, you know, a cool conversation, then if it became an issue of like, yo, let's sit on camera, you would have been open to it if there was a relationship already kind of established.
Yeah, no, for sure. Hell yeah. Like
All right, man. So we finna get up out there to the next one. Y'all know the deal, though. It's red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, and y'all know it's free. Avenue Angel until he's free. We gone.